Good day, everyone. I am here to share some inputs and details about our assigned topic, which is methods and strategies. When we say methods, it is a particular form of procedure for accomplishing or approaching something, and especially, it is a systematic or established already. It is also a learner-centered teaching engaged students in the hard, messy, or work of learning. It is teaching that motivates and empowers students by giving them some control over learning processes. It is also encourages students to reflect on what they are learning, on how they are learning about. So when we say strategies, it is also a plan of action or policy designed to achieve a major overall. It is the art of planning and directing overall actions. So students or learners with this, instructors are able to give the opportunity, a time to give some reflection, realization, and discussion, or even brainstorming. When we see active learning activities, it is any learning activity in which the students participate or interacts with the learning process as opposed to passively taking in the information. When given the opportunity to actively engage with the information they are learning, so students perform better. So some good example about this is includes brainstorming, discussing, journaling, group works, or even listening or interaction during discussion. So, aside from that, a pair of students, which think pair share, exercise active learning activities, which shows that the two learners have time to share their ideas, their thoughts about a certain topic. So, in this, active learning activities happened. In this illustration shows active learning, peer-assisted learning, cooperative learning, collaborative learning, peer tutoring, and problem-based learning is sample about or it tackles all about active learning activities, which includes that in this activity students are given the opportunity to interact with their instructor or their it is a matter of learners are prioritized to have or to share their inputs about a certain topic that they are able to discuss in that moment. Other from active learning methods, cooperative learning activities is a generic term of various small group interactive instructional procedures. Students work together on academic tasks in small groups to help themselves and their teammates learn together. So in these learning activities, when we say cooperative, there's a sense of teamwork. Cooperation is a must. So students with their groups working together to have some inputs or ideas or whatever in their mind to discuss with the group, then came out for a general ideas to be present. So with this, it is a learning of a successful teaching strategy in which small teams, each with students varying abilities, use a variety of learning activities to improve their understanding of a subject. So what I have said, cooperation. There is a cooperation happen. So students, learners, they have the chance to share whatever in their mind about what topic they are assigned or whatever research or whatever problems or mathematical problems they are going to solve or subject matter that they have to discuss, that they will find solutions or reactions, realizations. Every students are obliged to cooperate so that at the end of the class they will show to their instructor whatever conclusion they have. So aside from that, there are also elements of cooperative learning. Positive interdependence, individual accountability, face-to-face interaction, interpersonal skills, and group processing. So when we say positive interdependence, it is where a learner is able to have the freedom to say whatever comes up in their mind. Individual accountability. When we say individual accountability, it is a matter of being you are accountable to what you are believing, that whatever subject matter you are discussing with, so you are able to share that you have this kind of ideas. So face-to-face interaction. So when we say face-to-face interaction, there's a physical interaction, but since we are in pandemic, so we are not able to do this, maybe at the Zoom, but not physical. We are doing it and online. So interpersonal skills, when we say interpersonal skills, it is one of a kind that you are sharing, or you are giving some of your talents, your skills, on how you are able to help your teammates or your group mates, so that at the end of the class, or at the end of the discussion, you are able to share some inputs. Group processing. So when we say group processing, it is the time when all the concluded ideas, the thoughts about a subject matter is able to garnered, or able to concluded. All of you, or all the learners, are given the chance to majority speak what is merely a good ideas to share to the whole class. And the third one is inquiry and inductive instructional strategies. When we say about this, inquiry-based instruction is a student-centered approach where the instructor guides the students through questions posed, methods designed, and data interpreted by the students. Through inquiry, students actively discover the information to support their investigation. It is also a learning experience, involved situations in which learners use inductive reasoning processes to discover patterns, solutions, ideas, and underlying principles and generalizations, I mean. When we say inductive, it is a specific example to general. So when we say, like for example, a human being is made up of cells rather. So it is an opposite of deductive reasoning. When we say deductive, it's for example for general to specific. So some students, like for example, some are able to easily understand, and there is a example that suit best to the subject matter. In this illustration, inquiry-based learning. As you have observed about my illustration about, or the sample, inquiry-based learning, it is always a question asked, like asking what would be the best topic to discuss, then furthermore investigate. Like all of the learners are able to investigate further studies, so that they can create some strategies and methods to discuss all about what they are investigating, or what they are able to find, what is in that particular subject to be solved, or to find out what is a answer. Then after that, they are able to reflect if their investigation is suit to what they are able to find out. So with this, the instructor are just guiding the students to do whatever methods they are applying. So when we say inquiry, so absolutely they are asking, questioning if it is helpful to investigate some experiments or through experiments, or asking uh, individual with experience or whatever they are, that they can help to their investigation or to their studies much better. So there are four types of inquiry-based learning. One is confirmation, two is structured, guided, and open inquiry. So when we say confirmation, it is the time where studies or research are being confirmed. When we say structured, it is when the studies are, the strategy and the methods are being structured or systematically it is planned already. When we say guided, uh, like for example in research study, you are students or learners are being guided by their advisor to have or to formulate or to create some inputs or even the series of series of methods to do. So when we say open inquiry, they are open to inquire people who have more knowledge about their topics or their studies. They can ask informations and details so that their study or their subject matter that they are able to investigate or inquire. My last topic is all about learner-centered instructional strategies. Learner-centered instructional strategies promote increased responsibility among students in regards to their learnings, support student development through the use of variety of activities, provide students with opportunities to solve authentic problems, and promote critical thinking by participating in activities. So it includes strategies where the student, with the teacher's guidance, takes more responsibility for constructing his or her own knowledge and understanding, according to MacBook, Combs, and Mailer 2007. That's all for my topic. I hope you've learned something, and this is me, Manilyn Virgen. Keep safe, everyone. God bless. Have a night.